Hey, hey, hey. What's happening? What's going on, y'all? Hey, happy Friday. Y'all ready here for the weekend? Y'all here ready for the weekend? Okay, good. I'm ready for the weekend. All right. Well, if it's your first time checking me out, this is your girl, Inga71. But hey, on the YouTube streets, they call me Ginger Snaps. Okay. All right. Ginger Snaps will probably be making an appearance coming up soon. So, but I'm up here tonight, to holler at y'all, see how y'all doing, how everything is going. But also talk about this last these last three episodes of Bel-Air. Okay. We're gonna talk about how we liked it, disliked it, all the things. Okay. All the things. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But this is season 4, which is the series for now. Okay. Um, I don't think I put that right in my description. I think I put the season finale. I should have put the series finale. And it's the episode 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Let's see who I got all up in here hanging out with me this evening. We ain't gonna be up here no long time, y'all, because your girl got to eat. Okay. I worked late today. I shouldn't have on a damn Friday, but I did. And I'm sitting here eating some damn chips. Okay. So I don't mean to be smacking and crunching in y'all ear, but I'm hungry. So we ain't gonna be up here long because I need to go make my salad and relax. What's up, Demarcus? How you doing? Um, okay, Demarcus is asking which movie is better, Friday After Next or this Christmas? Well, they two different movies, type of movies, Demarcus. Better. I like this Christmas. That's the one with Chris Brown, right? Is that the one with Chris Brown? I like this Christmas. And Friday After Next definitely is a Christmas movie. So I'll probably do a live talking about our favorite Christmas movies. Um, I like both of them. This Christmas is a really nice movie. It's the whole family can watch this Christmas. Like you can watch it with your elders in the family. If children are in the room, or if they're not too little, they can watch it. Friday After Next, it's not for the kids, and I ain't gonna sit and watch it with my 83-year-old mom. Just because of the cussing and stuff in it. So, but I like both. I like both. Okay. DeMarcus said, I hope y'all hear me pretty good. DeMarcus said season 4 pay homage to the OG Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes, they did. And I loved it. Me too. I'm with you on that. Season 4 of 8 episodes. Season 2 and 3 with 10 episodes. Okay. I liked it too. I do have a complaint, DeMarcus, but I'll talk about it when I get to the end of this. When I'm wrapping it up, I have a complaint, but it's not because of the writing. Sorry, I should have drunk that Coca-Cola. Now I'm belching. Sorry. It's not because of the writing. The writing was good. Directing was good. All of that. Um, I just felt like it could have we could have gotten more of the story. They rushed it, and that pissed me off. So, but anyway, I'll talk about that later. The six, yeah, I agree. It was like a good 8.5. I give it 8.5. You said 9. That's fine too. Hey, Allie, what's going on? Um, Yeah, so well, let me get on into it. Let me share my screen here. Um, I should have had all this set up. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, you know something? Wait a minute. Y'all, I am not ready. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. So while I'm here trying to get my stuff together, internet trying to freeze up on you, on me up on me, internet trying to freeze on me. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Okay, I'm coming, coming, coming. All right, bam. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Bam. Okay. Now I got lots of pictures. I think I went OD on the damn pictures. Um, so we're gonna start with episode 6, okay? And we'll just try to get through this. I like to have this done within an hour, if not shorter. But depends on how many people join the chat, and it depends on the conversation. Um, so the last episode 5, and Viv, she was starting to have like some cramps and stuff going on, probably like what they call Braxton Hicks, where you feel like you're having contractions, but they're not real contractions. And she was also having some other kind of complications. And so she's in the bed and resting and everything. Because it was still a little too early for her to give birth. So they was kind of concerned. So and then Hillary shows up from Costa Rica. Okay. I've never been to Costa Rica. I need to go. I got to put that on my damn bucket list. I've been to some other islands, but I haven't been there. If anybody been to Costa Rica, please let me know, but I need to go. Um, well, she shows up. Everybody's happy to see her, and but then okay, so then Phil decides he was going to bring in a specialist, a top specialist, to talk about. Sorry, y'all. Let me take this one little sip of this soda, and then we gonna get to going. All right, I'm so sorry. I was eating them chips, and so I needed something to wash them chips down. All right, let me stay focused. Um, so he wanted to bring in a specialist, but this specialist he wasn't doing nothing. Hey, Mr. Harris, I hope you out there working and making money for the Christmas holiday. The market said it's hilarious that Hillary had the Erica Badu spirit. Yes, Jazz should have told Pamela to call Tyrone like Erica Badu. Mm-hmm. Yeah, her hair looked cute, and actually, I liked her this way, Demarcus. Talking about Hillary, as opposed to that prissy look she used to have before. You know what I'm saying? That bougie prissy look. I actually like her like this. She looks more like I don't want to say like a black woman, but she just looks more real. The other way she was dressing in the previous seasons seems fake to me. So I like her actually like this. But anyway, the so they get this specialist to come in, and he just sort of brushed past um he brushed past the mother of Vivian about her symptoms. But this is what they do to black women anyway. When you go to these damn doctors, these Caucasian doctors, or I'm gonna say non-black doctors, they will brush past your pain. They'll make it seem like your pain ain't real, or when you have other things going on, they make it seem like it's not no big deal. And I don't think that's cool at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool at all. I have had problems with several doctors that I've had in the past. So I'm don't even get me started on these damn doctors. I can't. Most of them I can't stand. I mean, I've had some decent ones, but I ain't saying all of them bad. But he seemed like all he was there for the check. He didn't give a damn time. And she was having some issues, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna just give you some lotion," and because she was like, I guess breaking out like eczema or something like that. But it turns out it was something that was affecting her liver or something. So I didn't know all the medical terminology. I didn't look it up, but he was just an a hole, this doctor, and I didn't like him. So moving on. Oh, you chilling, girl? I know that's right. I'm about to chill after I get off this line. Yes, they will send you home happy. My first pregnant, I was in labor. Yeah, they didn't do that to me. Um, I ended up having a C-section anyway, but yeah, they didn't do that to me. I stayed home until damn near that baby was about to ready to bust, ready to, but my baby didn't come out. I had to have a C-section anyway. But I stayed home for a while. I wanted to go to the hospital sooner, but they said, "Oh no, those contractions got to be 5 minutes or less apart." Man, but I ended up getting them good drugs at the hospital, and I had a C-section, so I never went through no major labor pains except for when I was, before I got to the hospital. Um, so Hillary is telling her mother that look, we's going to change your diet, and pretty much she's going to try to find some holistic ways to help her mother. Um, she's going to look up some holistic ways to help her mother cook uh healthier food options for her, and hopefully that will help her because you got to do your own damn research as a black woman. And it's not about pregnancies. I'm talking about when you could be having, it could be something with menstrual cramps. It could be something with your breasts. It could be something with your anything going on. And they'll say, "Oh, it's nothing. It's this, is that." You know what I'm saying? Send you home or give you some old damn medication that ain't going, and the medication just make it worse and worse. So I don't even get me started because I'm about to fire my OBGYN and find me another one because she's a non-black woman. She very nice. I ain't got no problems with her personality, but she don't really understand what things I'm telling her. So I'm gonna find me a black woman that deals with stuff. So um hey Candy Love, what's going on? Okay, so let's see what happened after that because I done forgot. These pictures is going to help me remember stuff because I done forgot half the shit now already. um, okay, so what happened here? They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do as far as college. Will is just really not feeling this school to go off to this school. I forgot the name of the damn school, but he's not feeling that school. And Carlton really is not feeling going to Princeton anymore. After he had that conversation, he was all excited to go to Princeton. But after he had that conversation with Uncle Phil's friend who came over to talk to him about Princeton, he changed his mind. He really don't have no feeling about Princeton no more. It's like it turned him off. It really turned him off. But I do not like Will's mother. I'm telling you, I don't like Will's mother. And she also, I don't know if Candy's still here in the chat, but she also played the mother on Reasonable Doubt this past season. And I ain't like her on there. She was a garbage mother. Okay. She gonna go on the list of bad mothers for Mother's Day. So I I don't like this mother. Will is trying to talk to her. Will is trying to open up to her. And the moment he does, and the moment he starts telling his mother that I don't know if I really want to go to school because I really want to, yeah, I want to play ball. Um, I want to play ball, but I also want to make sure it's not just about uh, athletics. I want to have a business degree. I want to be able to be an entrepreneur. I want to be able to do this, that, and the third. Anyway, he was going through the whole spiel with her, and she just like started yelling at him, and then she slammed the phone down him. She pretty much said it almost. She didn't say this. she did not say this, but it almost like, you know how like you got those some of those shucking and jiving type of people, and then like oh yeah, this, you know, we got a good job over here with Mr. Charlie. That's how she was acting to me. Like, you better take these people's scholarship and go over there and get your, you know, your education and that. She don't give, she's almost like she don't give a damn. She's thinking about herself. Her tone comes off very funky, Candy. Yeah, she was a trash mother on Reasonable Doubt, and she's on the list. I'm not gonna call her trash on here, but she did piss me off several times through this whole series. Several times throughout the whole series of Bel-Air, this mother pissed me off. So she is going to go on the list as a bad mother for the Mother's Day list that, you know, for the, you know, that we'll do for the bad Mother's Day list. You know, that's not till May, but I'm gonna put that together, and I'm gonna have one for fathers too. I think the reason why I like to focus on the bad mothers over the fathers, because we already know it's some funky fathers out there, but you don't expect the mama to be funky. There's a lot of funky mothers out there. Yeah, she's very controlling. It's like, why does she keep playing the same type of role like that, Candy? Every time I see her in something, she acts like this. Look, I mean, I ain't trying to talk bad about the actress. She might be a lovely, beautiful person, but it seems like she takes these types of characters that she's always goddamn controlling. And Viv threw Lou under the bus just like she threw Sal under the bus in Reasonable Doubt. Man, look, the mother got on this mother got on my nerves. I just say that she prefer he take the first thing and be okay with it, right? And then this is what happens, Candy. You and I both have children, you know what I'm saying? Or I have a child, you have children, and we know that we have to give them options. You know what I'm saying? They have to have options because we can't. Oh, well, man, gonna say about options. Well, yes, they have to have options, but they also you can't put force on what you want them to do onto your dang on child. Let's say, for instance, you might want your child to go to the military, okay, because you think it's going to be a check and benefits and all that kind of crap. But the child might not want to go into the military. So they go in there under duress. So I'm just using this for an example. It didn't happen to me and my son. But but I see this happen to people that I know, family members, friends. They push their kids to do what they want them to do, and then what happens is they end up rebelling and end up doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or drop out. He could have dropped out anything, but anyway, I ain't going down the rabbit hole. She got on my nerves, and she's on the list. So anyway, they're contemplating what they're going to do with their life. Now, Uncle Phil, it sounds like he already, well, not sound like, they showed us that he already had everything set up and in play. When he went to go meet with Dominique, aka Noma, he already had it in place that he was going to record the conversation. He was going to set her up, set Jeffrey up. I mean, he wasn't really trying to set Jeffrey up, but hey, if Jeffrey didn't fall in line with what he was trying to do, Jeffrey gonna have to go down, and so he turned himself into the FBI. And I'm glad he had. Even though I didn't like this guy, Lisa's father. Every time I see this actor, he play a role. That he plays a butthole or something. But anyway, he was decent here in this particular scene. He was a butthole on this series. But I think his name was Fred. This is Lisa's father, and he's the DA. And so he tapped into his old friend and said, "Hey, look, I need some help. The FBI is trying to set me up, trying to take me down, and so we need to strategize and do something." And he did. He was recording everything, set everything up, and he knew Jeffrey was lying about a lot of things, and he was just waiting for Jeffrey to try to come clean. Eventually, that did happen, but uh, I just think this whole story was rushed, and that's what my main complaint is. Yeah, Fred, thank you, Demar, and that's my main complaint about this final season. Actually, season 3 and 4, they rushed it. I felt everything was rushed. Just throwing the episodes out real fast. Now allowing the storylines to marinate and build and build and build. I understand it's not, and I'm not blaming the directors or actors or nobody. This is Peacock. This is, so anyway, moving on. Um, well, right here, I don't even remember what the hell they was talking about. All I saw was two chocolate bars that I wanted to munch on. Okay, all I saw was two glistening chocolate men that I wanted to chomp down on. That's what I see. But they going back and forth. They sparring with each other, and Jeffrey knew that he went to the feds, but also he knew Jeffrey was lying. And really, I don't even know what, like I said, the dialogue, what they said. All I saw was two Snicker bars here that I wanted to chomp down on and get into. So, um, let me see. April Parker Jones is typecasted. She played the same role. Is that the mother name? April Parker Jones? Okay. She played the same role if Loving You. Yeah, I know I seen her on. I don't really watch too much Tyler Perry things, but I know one day I was watching something Tyler Perry. I don't remember if it was a movie or a TV show, and she was on that, and she pretty much played the same person. I've seen her on a Lifetime movie. I think I saw a Hallmark or Lifetime, and she pretty much plays the same kind of character all the time. Yeah, she needs to change that. She is being typecasted. Now that I agree with you, DeMarcus. Uncle Phil is the goat of global snitch. Hey, listen, it was either snitch or he gonna probably have some RICO charges and his ass might go to prison for laundering money. So I mean, I ain't mad at him about that. She has a deceitful look on her face. There's nothing else she can do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Candy, you understand what I'm saying. Jerome wanted to turn in. His name was Jerome. Okay, the FBI guy for embezzlement. Yeah, but I'm glad that Uncle Phil came to him and got it all squashed. And he was already ahead of the game. He had already had video and audio and whatever. He had already wired himself up, so he was already thinking. And Fred probably told him what to do. Lisa's daddy. So yes, all I see, um, two chocolate balls. All I saw was two Snicker balls or two Mr. Good balls. I just wonder. I just want to. I don't even know what the hell these two brothers talking about. I can't remember. I think I remember. They were just talking about the embezzlement and all that, but it ain't that important. Oh, okay. Eric H. Hey, Eric H. I see you in a minute. You said, "Come on, chill, Ingrid." Okay, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna be good. Yeah. See, I got my Christmas lights up here. I'm gonna chill. I wish they had fleshed this out a little bit more. They could have given, yes, at least look, Candy. They could have given us 10 episodes. Yeah. Oh, what? 8. Yeah, that would have been 2 extra episodes. Yeah, you're right. They could have flushed it out, and really, Bel-Air could have actually gone to season 5 or 6 if they did it right. But that's the network for you. They just that's how they do our shows. Yes, a Nestle Crunch and a supersized Snicker. That's right. And I finally made one of your Bel-Air lives. What's up? Oh, hey, and I listened to your replay of yours, Lawrence. Yeah. Um, she always playing a mother, yeah, but it's not a problem her playing a mom, but she's playing the same type of mom, and she plays a mom that we don't like. That's the problem. She is a great actress. No, look, we're not talking bad about the actress. She's a great actress, but she is being typecasted. That's a fact. Yeah, definitely 6 seasons. Definitely 6 seasons. So, all right, let me get off of these chocolate brothers here. These fine black men. Good thing we got some good looking black men to look at because some of these shows, Candy, and all I see, they don't give us no damn black men to look at. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be struggling over here. But anyway, well, this ain't one black man I'm looking at, but um Eli, I think his name is Eli, right? Demarcus will tell me if I'm wrong. Eli decided he wanted to wear a skirt to school and fingernail polish on his nails and all that kind of stuff. He's upset because he's not being called the right pronouns. Is the right well, see, I was gonna say something that's not politically correct. Looking at him, you see a boy. So it's natural somebody call him a he or him. He wants to be called a them or a they. I don't know what that means, and I ain't trying to get into that. But but the dress code, he said I do have the dress code on when he was approached by one of the administrators or the principal or somebody, but he's not supposed to be wearing the skirt. It's supposed to be Ashley wearing the skirt. So anyway, Ashley was pissed off with him. He got to do detention, and she decided that she gonna do detention with him. So she's standing up for. I don't know if that's her man or her woman or her them or her they. I don't know what they supposed to be with each other because I think she just confused. Um. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know with the pronouns. Don't even get me going with that. Okay. Oh, okay. So okay. So are they dating? Okay. All right. Yes. He definitely is Jaden Smith. Definitely Jaden Smith. Because Jaden Smith, he don't know what the hell he want to be. He's probably an alien. Okay. Yeah. Some of these shows do have some booger wolves. That is a fact. Um. Mm-hmm. The men always be getting the fine chicks on the show, and we don't be getting nobody. That's why, yeah, that's why I kept looking at Uncle Phil and what you call him, Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kept looking at them. Um, yeah. Oh, he went by he and that. Okay, I don't know what he going by. You know, I don't know what he going by. I don't really care about that Eli story, so I ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Shout out, really, Ashley got on my damn nerves in this whole damn series. The whole series. All 4 episodes, I mean all 4 seasons. All 4 seasons, Ashley got on my damn nerves. And she really got on my nerves. Shout out to Doc for putting in a good word for Will. Yeah, that was just about to say that. So Doc, who we didn't like last season, but now he's cool and everything. He put in a good word for Will for what was it? Penn State. I guess he was going to Penn State. And so University of Pennsylvania, wherever it was. And so he put in a good word, but he needed to get his admissions applications pushed through. And so he went to that other kid's I forgot the other guy's name, his daddy to ask for help, and the father was like all stuck up, like, well, the last time I went to go help y'all got arrested and blah blah blah. And I'm glad this lady, the janitor lady, she came around the corner with her mop broom and she's about to bust that man upside his head. She cursed him out and said, she ain't literally cussed him out, y'all. I'm just exaggerating. But she damn near cussed him out and said, what the hell are you talking about? You need to help him out. He is a great person, a great student. He looks out for me. She said, all of y'all who work here don't even acknowledge me or say nothing to me, but Will checks on me every day. Yeah, Drew's father. Drew's father. Thank you. Frankie told. Frankie is her name. Okay, Frankie told Drew's father to help Will. Right. Yeah, I mean, she said, "Look, y'all walk around here with y'all know." Like I'm adding more to it. She say all of this. This is what I interpret. She said, "Y'all walk around here with y'all nose all up in the air, being all bougie, and y'all won't even speak to me. But Will checks on me. He asked me about my husband, asked me about my family, my kids, make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand bougie ass black people. Y'all see, I'm not bougie, okay? So I can't stand bougie ass black people. Them the ones I want to cuss out the most. She basically did in a school friendly way, right? Yeah, she ain't doing it like me, Eric A. She did it in a professional way. My son went to Penn State, not State Penn. Okay. Oh yeah, from Tyler Perry play. Um, I've been up to Penn State before, not the State Penn, but a Penn State. Uh, Somebody in the family of one, somebody's in my family. Their child went up to not a blood related person, but they went up to Penn State, and I went up there with them to help get them situated. They asked me to come along to help them get situated in school. So back when they was in school. So I've been up there once. It's a nice campus, very nice campus. Yeah. So all right. So the application is gonna go through. He'll be fine, and he's gonna end up going. So now this is who Marcus is keep talking about. What's her name? Tyra Banks, um, aka OG Jackie. Yes, right. She is the original Jackie from the original Fresh Prince. She is the original Jackie. She's playing Regina Baxter. Um, and so apparently this is somebody that Vivian don't like, and but she was asked to do a portrait of her, and so Hillary goes to try to surprise her mother by bringing the lady there, but Vivian Vine, she don't like this lady, you know. Yeah, Vivian, she don't like this lady. So I mean, you can see she acting kind of, she act kind of funny, a little funny style too. But anyway, they are alright with each other. So it was just a short little thing. It wasn't but it was nice to see her though. It was nice to see. I haven't seen Tyra Banks in a minute. I think I seen on social media one day. Um, about her opening up a business or something. But I don't really see her like that. Not that I'm looking for either, but I like Tyra Banks. I used to be following her, and when she did the America's Top Model, I used to watch all that. Yeah, she was the girl back in the day, right, Candy? She was the it girl when it comes, in the modeling world. I actually thought Will would have gotten accepted to Temple University. Yeah, because that's right there um in um in Pennsylvania, and right there in Pennsylvania up there. Big Sister Virginia, yeah. Uh-huh, yeah, because that's sorority sisters. Yeah, they sorority sisters. Yeah, and you could see that she probably was a butthole back in the day, but they are, well, Temple is in Pennsylvania too. It's in like that Philly area up there, Candy. Temple. My sister has a adopted child I'm not close with. I guess y'all can say she's my niece, but I don't have no relationship with the girl. But anyway, that's a whole nother story, my family drama. But anyway, she goes to Temple. So um let's see. Okay, so now that everything seemed like it's getting worked out, he called his mother and told his mother that he coming back home. So everything looked like it got worked out, and he's going to be heading back to Pennsylvania. And he told his mother, and now she seems happy. So look, Will never said he wasn't going to go to college. He just didn't want to go to that school because he felt that they wasn't going to care about him. All they care about him is playing basketball and winning games. They could care less about his future as a black person. You know what I'm saying? As a black man. And then Uncle Phil also told Carlton that he was okay if he didn't go to Princeton. You know what I'm saying? So that he got to find his own way. And I like that. I like that. So that pretty much was. I mean, I might have missed some stuff, and I might have missed some things. If there's anything I missed in episode 6, y'all let me know, and we can discuss. But I'm moving on to episode 7. Episode 7. Okay, so um, we got Carlton is gonna go to Morehouse down in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, and Will is going to University of Pennsylvania. Okay, up, it's not in Philly, but it's in Pennsylvania, and so they got accepted, and I love how they decorated their rooms. I love how they look. I want to move into their damn house. Their houses look like it's so comfortable. Them big ass bedrooms they have. I ain't never had no bedroom like that. So, wait a minute. Hold on, sir. Okay. Carlton was having issues with. Oh yeah. I didn't mention that part. The little flashbacks they had. They was just showing how Carlton was struggling trying to even get into Bel-Air Academy based on his math skills. Yeah, I didn't get into all those little things. I love how the writer switched up for the OG Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I mean they tried to throw in some people from the past. I wish they could have gotten DeMarcus. I wish they could have gotten what's his name, Alfonso Ribeiro to show up. I would have loved for him to have be and be somebody like I don't know who I would want him to be, but I would have loved to see Alfonso show up if he could have been in the on the show. That would have been great. But I guess he got other stuff going on with hosting and things he do. What do he do? Dancing with the Stars and stuff, right? And the funny home videos. Um, but anyway, so they come in, so they come into their rooms. Everything got decorated. Everybody's happy. Um, mhm. Everybody's happy. I thought that was just a nice gesture, about the room. So, um, and so they decided that they wanted to. The kids decided, like, why is Jeffrey not here? Well, they asked the mother and father that too. In the land, they asked the mother and father, like, where's Jeffrey? And they was like, oh, Jeffrey got so much going on. He's very busy. Blah blah blah. They didn't want to tell them. They didn't want to f with Jeffrey right now because Jeffrey is tripping. So the kids don't really know what's going on. They have no idea anything that's going on behind the scenes. They don't know nothing about the embezzlement and all that stuff. So they sent Jeffrey a video, let them know that they love him and they miss him and he needs to be there with the family. Um, Now Vivian doesn't want to deal with these crazy doctors no more. She wants to get a midwife, which I had a midwife too. But I end up not needing a midwife toward the end. I had a midwife through like leading up to giving birth. All through my I was going to see a midwife. She was coming around, but when it was time for me to give birth, I ended up having a C-section. So there's no need for the midwife if you're going to have an operation. So but I had one for a while too. Um so they got the OG original Aunt Viv, black Aunt Viv. I mean, not that the other lady ain't black. I should have said black. Both ladies are black. I should have said dark skin Aunt Viv. That's what we always called her. There's light skin Aunt Viv and dark skin Aunt Viv. So dark skin Aunt Viv was played by the wonderful Janet Hubert. She I'm glad that her and Will Smith had made up. I'm glad that they went through their trials and tribulations. I don't know if she made up with Alfonso though, because her and Alfonso they went to hell with their comments and their digs on each other back and forth. I mean, she called him a tampon. I mean, she called him all kind of things. And so I don't know if is Janet Hubert if she made up with Alfonso Ribeiro, but I'm glad she made up with Will. And I saw some interviews she's done in the past couple of years, and even recently she did some. I think she was on Sherry Shepherd, and she said, how her and Will Smith was cool, they tight, and actually Will's been helping her, um, getting her 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 books, and um she got cartoons and stuff. I mean, she got all kind of different things that he's been helping her with, and so I'm happy for her. It's not happy. OG Viv meeting the new age Viv was phenomenal and priceless. I agree with you. Yes, hey Vacay, what's going on with you? Yes, OG and Viv, dark skin and Viv. I look nothing against light skin and Viv. We love her too, but I always love the original. Um, I've always loved the original Aunt Viv. To me, I mean, I watched the First Prince all the way to the to the end, to the series went off. The original show, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But I thought that after season 3, when Dark Skin Aunt Viv was gone, it changed a little bit to me. I mean, because the other Aunt Viv, she didn't add nothing to the show. I have the time you forget she's there. That's just my opinion. Half time she's number one, right? She's number one. Everybody love her. Everybody love her. So yeah, it's definitely priceless. But anyway, she's gonna be the midwife to help of Vivian, and they had they interview with her, and Vivian and Uncle Phil were happy with her, and they hiring her to do. I wonder how much she getting paid to do that, to be a midwife. I couldn't do it, but shout out to all the midwives out there, because they're much needed, because these doctors, I ain't saying all doctors now, but some of them, they don't understand what Black women go through. And so a lot of times people get doulas and midwives. Like I said, I had one for a short time, but I ended up having to have a C-section, so I didn't need her at the end. But she was there and very helpful. Now, who is this Hazy here? This lady just come out of nowhere. Okay, they got Will, Carlton, and Drew, and they had just some kind of like a bazaar or fair, or like a flea market type of vibe, and everybody having a good time. Everybody selling their products, and everybody supporting other Black businesses. It was like a bazaar for or type of thing for Black businesses, right? Beautiful, beautiful concept. But all of a sudden, this Huzzy shows up out of nowhere. Like, we ain't seen her all through the other seasons, did we? I don't remember her. Hey, Kendall. Yeah, Tidra. Where she been? She a damn freak. Where the hell she been? Will and Lisa basically sat at the red seat, literally at Smash Island. Lisa is Jada and Kareem's. Kareem is okay. Oh, she was in season 1. I don't remember her, and I'm not going back to season 1, Eric Gates, to find out. But I just don't remember her, and I guess we ain't need to see her all through the rest of the seasons. I guess she ain't add nothing to the show. But anyway, they just brought her in there to, I guess, stir up some stuff between Will and Lisa, to see whether or not their relationship was going to be solid. I guess that's the whole purpose. Because Will and Lisa and all of them are all going off to college. So I guess it was just to test their relationship. And of course, we got Amir. I don't think Amir is a good. I never thought that Amir was good for Carlton, but it is what it is. Well, Jeffrey shows up right when Uncle Phil is talking to Fred, and he's tired too, and he wants to get out the game. He doesn't want to be fooling around with Dominique no more, so he's going to go and do what he needs to do to sort of set her up. He's going to work with them and the FBI to set her up. All right, let me see what y'all saying. I know you team Amir Yeah, because she's problematic. All the people that's problematic, you always team that person. She was hella thirsty over. Well, yes, she was. Kendall, she sure was. Yeah, she sure was. Yeah, I don't even remember. Yeah, y'all said she was in season one, but I really just don't remember her. She must not have been that memorable. But not to me anyway. I didn't know who the hell she was. I wanted to pop Tidra. Yeah, yeah, she was acting like what Candy said. She was acting like that. She had that little behavior, like a thought. That's what she was acting like. That hoe over here, over there. I meant that hoe over there. She wanted Will when he first got to Bel-Air, but Will wasn't paying her no mind. Oh, okay, okay. Uncle Phil and Jeffrey are the goats of global snitching. Okay, all right, Demarcus. um, so now they at this what you call this, like a senior party or something? Okay. Oh, okay. Eric A said, y'all leave Tidra alone. Find chocolate self. Leave her alone. Okay. Look, I get okay. I'll give you your moment, Eric H, with her, because I had my moment with Uncle Phil and Jeffrey when they was sparring against each other. Those two Snicker bars. So then you get your moment with Tidra. Yeah, they was at a lock-in, like a senior lock-in, and I ain't never had that. Did you have that, Candy? Did any of y'all, Eric H, Kendall? I don't remember no senior lock-in. But you know, I'm old. I graduated in 1989. Some of y'all probably was still in school in 89. So I don't remember us having that. We had, of course, all the other senior stuff, but I just don't remember no damn lock-in. Okay, I don't know if that's a is that something new or what? I don't know. But because I don't think my mother and them would have been going for it. No, you ain't staying the night and sleeping in, or no, they wouldn't have. No, they wouldn't have gone for that. No, you can go to the dance, you can go to the proms, you can go to all these different things. But they not going to. Yeah, you said y'all ain't have it, you can't, they ain't have it. And I was pregnant during my senior year. Oh yeah, you was already locked in, okay? You was locked down. Candy said I was already girl, you was already locked down, right? Yeah, you had already locked in, right? I know that's right. Why Lisa wanted to do the Smash Allen challenge, I don't know why. Like I don't know why. Yeah, because I would have said no, I ain't doing that. You see, Amir and Carlton didn't do that stuff with somebody. They didn't choose another partner. They stayed together. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't responsible enough for a lot. No, yeah, no, it would have been going down, Ergate. Okay, it would have been going down. Okay, trust me. Um, and I probably would have ended up like Candy, pregnant. So it would have been going down. Nah. Yeah, that my mother wasn't going for that. But I mean, we was already getting locked down, locked in, locked up, and everything. Well, now you know what I'm saying. We was already getting down anyway, but our parents just didn't know about it. We was already getting down. It would get down anyway. Our parents didn't know about it, but they didn't co-sign no damn lock-in. Okay, that must be some white stuff because it definitely ain't gonna happen in no black household. But my Marissa looked like Diana from. No, she don't look nothing like her, Demarcus. Not to me. Locked in and locked. Right. Marissa was hating on Amir. I mean, yeah, but I don't like Amir, so I don't really care. I still ain't. I still never got attached to Amir. I'm still not attached to her. No, I'm not. We had one for my football team for training, and we were sneaking out meeting girls. I know that's right. So yeah, Lisa decided that Lisa and Will decided they're going to do this, and then Lisa kissed old dude. Forgot what his name is. DeMarcus will tell us his name, but Lisa decided to go ahead and kiss the dude, and then Tidra, look, she was taking off her clothes, taking off her bra. I mean, she damn near almost took off her bra. She was ready to get down with it, you know. So, um, but and Lisa came, Kareem, yeah, Lisa kissed Kareem, and they kissed each other. And she sat there and had a conversation with him, like she was getting to know him and everything. And Lisa came clean to Will and told him the truth that yeah, we did kiss and all of that. Um, and then what's his name? Carlton and Amir, they sitting there talking about like they want to be together, like they going, you know. Now we found out that they, you know, that was that scene when Carlton ran off with the in the fresh in the OG Fresh Prince that day he ran off to get married. That's sort they sort of threw that in there. Um, I just knew Kareem and Tidra was setting them up. Yeah, I thought so too. I did think that too. I thought that was a setup. Will should have went ahead and knocked Tidra down. He might as well because Lisa kissed him. You know, I expected Lisa to do it. Heck, she was with two cousins, so I didn't think. No, oh yeah, exactly. She had been with two cousins. Yeah, people forgot about that. People forgot about she was with Carlton before Will even came to California, right, Kendall? You right. I almost kind of forgot about it, but yeah, you right. Will should have been with Jackie. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wanted Will and Jackie to stay together. A lot of people wanted that. But Will pushed Tidra off. He didn't want to you know, he gave it old brush off. He didn't want to do anything with her. He was trying to stay committed to Lisa, and Lisa is the one that did him wrong, you know? So I mean, look, you're in high school though, y'all. You ain't, you know, most of y'all ain't with y'all high school sweethearts right now. There might be one or two of y'all that married y'all high school sweetheart or your college sweetheart, but most of y'all are not with the same man or woman from no damn high school from the 80s or the 90s, okay? Y'all stop it, okay? Look, when you're in high school, you think you're in love, you think you know everything. By the time y'all high school is over, people pretty much go their own way. Whether they go to college, the military, they get a job. And a lot of times people just don't even be kicking it like that. So Lisa was trash, right? Lisa was trash. Uh, I'm just, I'm just saying that because you said that. I ain't gonna call her trash, but she was wrong. Lisa is the kind you have to watch out for. Yeah, yeah. See, like you know, some Candy, you might have got a good point. Soon as she gets mad with Will, next thing you know, she trying to kiss Kareem. I mean, come on. Lisa took Carlton's virginity. And then you hooked up with his cousin. All in the same family. All that. I don't like that. I always hate people doing that. I don't. You don't mess with nobody's sister, mother, brother, sister, uncle, cousins. I don't even care if you're a distant cousin. You don't do that. You don't do that. You just don't. I don't. Yeah. And I don't care if you divorced and all of that. And talking about, oh well, we ain't family no more because they divorced outside the family. No, you family forever. They're basically brothers, right? Candy is right. Right. Kendall and Candy is definitely right. Okay, so DeMarcus said it was iconic or ironic. I'm sorry. Ironic that Dominique Bridges got arrested at the same bar when Uncle Phil met Jeffrey when they were younger. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that they did that for a reason. Well, she thinking that Jeffrey was gonna come back and they're gonna go off to London. You know, go off to London and Jeffrey was gonna work with her and they was gonna be one big happy family. Jeffrey set her up. Uncle Phil set her up. Dominique, aka Noma. You know, she's married to the real life, the actor who plays Uncle Phil. This she's married to him in real life. So I guess he wanted to throw his wife a bone, let her get a check. They said, hey, they giving out checks. Hey, give one to my wife. She come in here and have two lines, two or three lines, one or two scenes, and then she going about, you know. Yeah, but I was nervous too because we didn't know which way it was gonna go. I thought maybe, Candy, I actually thought that Jeffrey wasn't gonna make it out of the series. I thought he probably would have been gotten killed. I really do. All I could see was Noma when watching Dom. Yeah, that's right. That's why I keep calling her Noma because I don't even be thinking about Dominique. I just keep calling her Noma. Mm. So when the FBI come charging in there, well, she thought that Jeffrey had a wire. She made him take off his shirt and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh Lord. She just wanted to look at his chest. That's all she wanted to do. She just wanted to look at his chest. Because that's what I wanted to see too. But she pretended like but he had a wire, but it wasn't on his body. And anyway, the FBI come barging in there. She get arrested. But you know what don't make sense to me? Or maybe y'all can explain it. They saying that, oh, it's over now. She got arrested. Everything go back to normal. But how's it gonna go back to normal? Because if you belong to a big organization, you know what I'm saying? A criminal organization, underground. You think other people still ain't gonna come looking for you? Because remember, the lady is not dead. She's just gone. She just got arrested. Ain't no telling she went to prison. We ain't seen no court case, nothing. Would y'all be it for a Jeffrey spinoff? Um, oh, excuse me, apologize. If it's done right, I wouldn't have no problems with it. If it's done right, I like Jeffrey, so Jeffrey is one of my favorite characters on here. So if it's done right, um, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Yeah, and everything got to make sense, Lawrence. Everything has to make sense for it to be a spinoff. Um, Dominique Bridges' family adopted Jeffrey, and Jeffrey unalive Dominique Bridges' father. Yeah, she said because she kept saying, "You're my brother. We're sisters and brothers," and all that kind of stuff. So my thing is that doesn't mean the organization is gone away, though, Demarcus. I mean, people could still be coming after Jeffrey or Uncle Phil. Well, you said BMF meets Top Boy. Lord have mercy. Now, I mean, yeah, I mean, if they do it right, it would be nice. But if it's like BMF, then hell no. So anyway, she gets arrested. Everything was just rush, rush, rush. Look how we already done rushed through the whole series all fast right now. Everything was rush, rush, rush. So now we get we at the house. Uh and Viv, Hillary, Ashley, they doing TikTok dancing and all that. But I got the ring camera. They doing a little TikTok dancing, and she thinking that she can go in there and hang with the girls. And she even tried to do the little dance move that the original Black Aunt Viv did. OG Aunt Viv did. She tried to do the little thing with the arms and all that. When she did that little dance at the dance studio. But yeah. And anyway, she started, her water broke, and now she knows yeah, Aunt Viv was doing the Aunt Viv dance, right? If I was standing up, I could do it. No, I can't do that damn thing. She killed that thing. OG Aunt Viv killed that damn thing. Black Aunt Viv. Okay, I mean dark skin Aunt Viv. I don't want to keep saying Black Aunt Viv. But anyway, her water broke, so we know that the baby's coming. And then Phil is with Jazz, and he's finally explaining everything that went down and how he was not trying to hurt him and how he was not trying to screw him over. He explained to him everything that happened and how he was sort of forced to do this, launder money through his business, and he couldn't tell him because then he would have been complicit into the situation. So anyway, they was having a good conversation. He gets a phone call from Hillary or Ashley saying the baby's coming, the baby's coming. And so he was like, oh my God, I didn't get a chance to get everything done. And so Jazz was like, what can I do to help? And so now we know the baby's on the way. This was a cute mother-daughter moment. It was cute. I like it. Facts, because I'm sure Dominique is connected. So it would make sense someone paying Jeffrey and Philip. Right. That's what I'm saying, Kendall. Let me just make this clear. I like Bel-Air. I've been recapping it since season 1, whether it was on my platform or I was in a group on a group thing with Moochie and EJ and everybody. But we've been talking about Bel-Air since season 1. So that's why, and I like it. That's the reason why I'm finishing it out. But I don't like seasons 3 and 4. Those the ones they rushed, and this is because of Peacock. Okay, and Peacock. Look, I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole about how they had it, and this is all the platforms. I'm not just pointing fingers at Peacock. All these platforms, Hulu, all of them do it. They disrespect black shows, and they don't allow our shows to have the right type of ending. They just rush it along. It's a lot of to me it's a lot of holes in the story that they could, they wrapped it up in a nice bow at the end, a nice little Christmas bow at the end. But however, they could have taken a little bit more time to flesh out these stories. Everything was just rush, 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 rush. So I definitely didn't like season 4, but was pleased how it ended. Oh, you did not like it. Okay, I don't hate it, but it didn't. I don't hate it. I give it like a rating of an 8 or something like that. I don't hate it, but I was pleased on how it ended. I was pleased on how it ended. We almost there. Let me get on through this. This is an hour now. Okay, so now they're just patiently waiting because the midwife is here now, so they patiently waiting to see when the baby gonna come. Uncle Phil was going crazy. He was asking for towels, and when he said, 'cause they ain't gonna make it to no damn hospital. The baby is coming. So the midwife showing up, and so while the kids is all sitting around patiently waiting, well, Will and Carlton haven't made it there yet as of this point, but they will show. They're going to show up in a minute. And so Jazz and Hillary, finally get a chance to talk. And do y'all like Hillary and Jazz together? I wasn't feeling her and Lamarcus. Rest in peace to Lamarcus, but I wasn't feeling her and Lamarcus. I felt like she was just with Lamarcus because he was a NFL football star and he had money. I think she's more in love with Jazz. So okay, all the kids is there. Everybody's just waiting. It takes a while to have a baby. Baby just don't pop out like that. Sometimes you go through labor for hours and hours and hours. So she's gonna end up having a home birth. And while that's going on, they taking they all sleeping. I would have did the same thing. And he said I didn't care for him. I didn't care for him either. And that's why I ain't feel sad when he died, be honest with you. I mean, I did not feel sad. I did not feel sad. I like Hillary being with Jazz over Lamar. Me too. So it's me, you, and Candy for the same way, Kendall. I'm glad we got a scene with Iris helping Aunt Viv having she was having a hallucination scene with about her mother, which was named Nicolette. Vibe named her daughter Nicolette after her mother was phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, and they switched it up. So we thought it was gonna be a boy, like from little Nicky from the original, but they switched it up and made it a girl. They said they got the cakes mixed up. The blue cake was supposed to be for somebody else, and they ended up getting they were supposed to got a pink cake. The blue cake went to them. It was supposed to be for somebody else's cake, but anyway, they got it mixed up, and I guess she wasn't had no ultrasound, or maybe when she had the ultrasound, she didn't want to know she didn't want to see the pictures of the ultrasound. She didn't want to, yeah. But see, they didn't give us any of that. They didn't show us They didn't never show her going to no doctor appointment, getting ultrasounds. They just rushed this along. Look, episode 1, she pregnant, and then by episode 7, she giving birth. So they didn't have time to flesh this story out. Um, but it was a heartfelt moment, like Candy said. I loved it. So we got Nicolette, little girl, and they're gonna still call her little Nikki. And then Jeffrey then shows up. Yeah, they definitely rushed it. Yeah, I mean, we didn't see her go to not one doctor appointment. So anyway, they definitely rushed it. But Jeffrey shows up, and now he's part of, back part of the family. Um, I guess everything is everything. So now we at the final stretch, y'all. Okay. Did y'all cry at episode 8? Cause I did shed a thug tear, y'all. I did. My eyes welled up. I did cry, and then I ain't boo hoo cry, but tears did run down my face. At the end of this episode, so we got little Nikki. And everybody's on and on over her. Look, this baby is beautiful. I don't know whose baby, whose child this is, but this is a beautiful baby. And uh I love infants, y'all. I love an infant. It's just when they become a toddler, then y'all can keep them. Okay, y'all can keep when they get past 1 years old. I'm done with them. Y'all, because I'm not around kids like that. So all that whining and crying and carrying on. I love an infant baby. I love little babies. They smell good. They so cute. I love little babies. Yeah, you teared up a little. Yeah, I did too. Yeah, big time jump with the pregnancy. Yeah. I wish we had gotten a scene with Uncle Phil throwing Jazz out of the mission like an OG. Yeah, I know. We didn't get that either. Um, I was pissed that there wasn't two more. I mean, yeah, it should have been 10 episodes. I agree with you, Candy. I agree. So they end up having like a Christian or something, right? A baptism of Christian for the baby. Um, but okay, so we back at the school, and back in school, and Lisa is looking at a picture in her locker of her and Will. Her and Will not talking right now. Will's looking depressed. Lisa won't return any of his calls. He's tried to call her several times. And the reason why Ashley is smiling is because she got up and did a speech um in front of the school or the class or whatever, and it was about diversity and all of that. So she gonna leave the school because she feels like she wants to go to a school with that's more diverse and open to ideas. She want to be around more black people too. So I don't blame her on that. Hillary is telling Jazz she going on back to Costa Rica, have you said? She going back there, and Jazz was like, "Damn, you leaving already?" But she said, "Yeah, she gonna open up a restaurant, and after doing all this holistic cooking she been doing for her mother, she gonna open up her own type of healthy holistic restaurant, you know." And so at least we thought she was leaving, but we know she don't. Let me see if y'all saying anything. Um, they had a christening for the baby. Yeah. Oh, he said freaky ass Lisa, right? I like the speech Ashley did dedicated to baby Nikki, right? Because she don't want her little sister to come into that school with all the issues that the school has, you know. So we got what's the lady named Penelope? Okay, so she came back. I never knew that they was in Jamaica. I don't know why I thought that they had gone to London. Her what's his name? Frederick. I thought they was in London, but anyway, they was in Jamaica because that's where Jeffrey's people was down there was in Jamaica. So uh they've been taking care of her, Frederick, and um she's happy and she don't want to go. He said, "Oh, we can go back to London now." He said, "I don't want to go back to London. I'm happy in Jamaica." And so I wish we could have seen Jeffrey and Penelope and Frederick in Jamaica together. Yeah, exactly. At least see him get off the plane and show him walking on the beach or something. No, at the end, at the very, very end. That's why Candy is right. We should have got at least 10 episodes. We needed two extra more episodes to flesh out some of these stories. Okay, so they were supposed to have another um they were supposed to do a camping trip. Was supposed to be all four of them, but then once Will and Lisa started having issues, he told Carlton, "No, let's just do it with the two of us because it's gonna be probably our last time being together." But of course, Carlton ended up telling Amir about it, and Amir talked Lisa into coming to the beach when they had the RV. But look, they had the RV, they had the grill, they had the chairs, they had everything, the umbrella, the beach umbrella. They had everything, but they ain't had no damn food. But Amir showed up with the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the potato salad, the coleslaw, the watermelon, she had a pound cake. She had all the stuff. So and Carlton get busy one last time with Amir. I mean, but we don't know if it was one last time because she going to where's she going to? Was she going to Spelman? No, Georgia Tech, I think, right? I think was it Georgia Tech. I know she gonna be in Georgia, she gonna be in Atlanta, and he gonna be at Morehouse, which is they all right there near each other. You got Georgia Tech, Spelman, Clark Atlanta, Morehouse. They all sit right there by each other. I've been to them campuses down there because I got my peoples down there in Atlanta. So I'm surprised Freddie didn't come as well with those yeah, Georgia Tech. That's where she was going. Okay. Well, they all them schools is right there by each other down in Atlanta. So they gonna be able to still see each other. So I ain't gonna say this the last time they gonna get busy, but they uh they did what they did what they did. When you're 18, 19, what you think you're gonna do? 17, 18. But Lisa and Will end up having a conversation on the beach, and they just decided, look, it's just best that right now we be friends, and we'll see what happened. And Lisa said, look, it's nothing but an hour train ride, an hour and a half train ride, because she gonna be in DC, she gonna be here in the DMV, going to Howard, and it's only like a 2-hour drive to go up to Philly. But so if you're driving, it's like about 2 hours. So he said by train it's an hour and a half. That sounds about right. That's about right. Um, so they can still see each other, and if it's meant to be, it will be. They're young. You don't know who you're gonna meet once you go to college. You're gonna get involved with so many things and meet so many people, and so if it's meant to be, it will be. Let me get off this thing before my microphone goes out. We almost at the very end. Okay, so they decided that once a year they're gonna get together. And they said about at the beach, but then they was like, oh no, next time we called and said next time we go to the Four Seasons. You know, that fool almost married a mere. Yeah, I didn't even talk about that part. I missed that part. I didn't. That they he almost they did like they did in the show on the Fresh Prince when Carlton was about to marry that girl who had a baby. What was it? Wasn't it Lark Voorhees, the chick from Saved by the Bell? He was about to marry her and she had a baby. That's on the original Fresh Prince. But I'm glad they didn't go through with it. That fool almost married me if it wasn't for a phone call by Viv having. I'm glad he didn't marry her, and I hope they break up. I don't like them together. Okay, Drew got it to Columbus. Okay, well he won't be seeing them, but at least everybody still be cool, whether they together or not. We'll see how it all plays out. This was funny to me. And Hillary was having a full blown conversation with little Nikki in the little bouncy chair, and as if she could sit there and talk back, but Ashley was upset when she found out that Hillary was leaving. Um, she said, "Look, I know you got to pursue your dreams and everything, but I don't want you to leave." So uh, Hillary took that to heart because she said, "Oh, well, we can always talk by phone." She said, "Yeah, but that's not the same. I need my big sister here. I'm gonna be the last one. The boys are leaving, gone off to school. I'm gonna be the last one here, so I still need my big sister." And I think she took that to heart. You know, Uh, you know, you. I like that. I like that I like the relationship with the kids. I really do. I really do like. You know, look, I got my issues with my own siblings, but I like the fact that they were close knit. The children were all close knit. And Viv and Uncle Phil were trying to figure out what they're going to do as they go on. As you know, Ashley wants to go to this new school. They talking about it's an hour or something away from where they live because they in Bel-Air, and it's on the other side of town, like over an hour, especially with traffic, an hour and a half in traffic, especially that LA traffic ain't no joke out there. So how she gonna go every day? We can't take her back and forth to school. And I'm like, well, y'all got money. Y'all can throw her in the damn Uber. Y'all got money. Y'all can have a call service take her. Cause I was sitting there thinking, like, y'all got plenty of money. Okay, then have a call service take her. But anyway, they decided that they gonna go ahead and move. She wants to have her own business. She's leaving the firm that she worked with, and she gonna start her own thing. And Uncle Phil doing his thing, and so they decided they don't need that big ass house no more. The boys is leaving. Hillary is grown, got her own place. We do not need this big ass house. So Hillary, Ashley's going to a new school. So the boys come back from the beach overnight trip, camping trip, and they decide to give Will a farewell. And this is where I teared up, Kendall. This is where I teared up. They decided to give him a farewell gathering. Wait a minute, let me see what y'all saying because I'm missing comments. Let's see. Okay, and Viv is dating, and Vi was dating Gerald, and Lou going through the. Oh yeah, yeah. Why she want to be with Lou again? That to me was crazy. When Aunt Vi said she wanted to, when Will's mother said she wanted to be with Lou again, it's like you already got away from an abusive situation. Why the hell you going back to it? I don't care if he has changed or not. I wouldn't be going back to him. Only thing he need to be doing is when I'm changing my microphone. Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I'll change my microphone because I know this other one probably is gonna go out. Um, only thing she need to be doing, the only thing Lou need to be doing is being a good father to Will. Why are you trying to date him? It's like, misery love company. Oh, I don't understand. Um, Y'all mean Carlton and Mirror redemption arc was amazing. Oh, okay. If you say so. They moving to Baldwin Hill in the area where Jackson, yeah, that's a black area. It's a historically black neighborhood. And so I think that would be great. And it's great schools and great neighborhood. And they can get some beautiful homes over there. They are lovely, beautiful homes over there. So they're going to be just fine. Ain't like they moving to a little small ass apartment. They still, and I know they got a pretty penny for that house. So they doing good. Um, so I was, I shared a little tear right here. I got a little misty eye where they was saying all this. They did like a little roast, but going away well wishes to Will. And you can tell you can see the actor was really getting filled. You know, he probably, you've been with these people now for however many years it's been. When did the original, when season one drop? So however many years it's been a couple, few years now, right? So they, what's it been, 4 or 5 years maybe? they've been a close knit family. The actors, and you can see that this young man who played Will, he was he you can see in his eyes he didn't want it to come to an end either. Yeah, they go Vi. You know, somehow she rekindling things back with Lou. So you want to be if you knew when y'all was married he was verbally and maybe physically abusive to you. Why would the hell you want to be with him again? I don't care if he has changed. I wouldn't be with him again. This has been at least 3 years. Um, yeah, he was aggressive. I don't know what you saw, Demarcus, but he was aggressive, verbally aggressive. But anyway, he sort of gets a little full, Will, and he leaves the party, goes upstairs, start trying to pack, and the family comes up there to start helping him pack. And then it gave him some inspiration to go and start doing his speech. So he's class valedictorian to do the speech, and so he um he gave a great speech. I really liked it. It wasn't too long, but it was heartfelt, and he bigged up Carlton. Said, "I wouldn't be able to do this without you." And I know the actors were all crying in the middle of these scenes. I know they probably was crying in real life because they know all this was coming to an end. You can really see that they was feeling this. So now Will is having to leave to go back east because he only got like a week to chill, I guess, at home with his mom, and because the mother already left, he had to probably like a week or so to chill probably at home because he had to start basketball practice within a week. Carlton's gonna go out to the East Coast and hang out with Will to get him situated, get him set up, just to hang out with him because he don't have to start school right away. Um, Everybody is just sad that he's leaving, but also happy for him. And you can see, this is when I started shedding a little tear. I started shedding a little tear right here. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Um, Let me see. I thought of Carlton would have been a valedictorian, but good speech by Will. Yeah, I thought it would have been Carlton as well. But anyway, it was good. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I like the ending part, Kendall. I agree with you when you said I had a couple of issues with some things throughout the season 4, but it wrapped up in a nice bow, you know. So they sell in the house. Um, they sell in the house. They look, the house is empty. Um, Ashley's going on to a new school. Um, Penelope and what's his name, Jeffrey, gonna be together. They're going back to Jamaica. He leaving his condo, and then turns out that Hillary decided to stay, and she opened up what's it called, Honeybees All Natural Eats. So it's like a natural food um spot, and it's right across the street from Jazz. So I guess they're gonna rekindle their thing. Well, we can't see. I was gonna say we shall see, but we won't see. But they it's a possibility that they could rekindle their thing. So as Will was crying. You could see the actor was really crying. Look at his eyes. You can see the bags in his eyes. His eyes was all red. And so um Jazz was going to, drive them to the airport because remember it started off with Jazz picking him up and giving him a ride to the mansion. So now Jazz is a part of the family now. So Jazz is giving him a ride to the airport, him and Carlton. He wanted to pull over. Remember, it started off with them, uh, with him when he first got to LA and he looked over the whole skyline of LA and how beautiful it was. So he wanted to stop and look at it one more time. And uh, Jazz and Carlton went on go back to the car, and all of a sudden his conscience popped up. So we get OG Will Smith, the original Will Smith, plays his conscience, and this would be an older Will talking to the younger Will. And I loved everything Will Smith said. You could see he looked like he might have been choked up. The actor who playing Will Smith, um, it looked like he was choked up. It was just a nice ending. I can't remember the exact speech he gave, but I liked it. I love this scene with both Wills. Yes, yes, yes. Me too. Glad Ashley got some act right by the end. Oh yeah, I'm glad she acting right because she got on my damn nerves, Kendall. She got on my nerves. She was being smart mouth. I did not like Ashley. In the last 2 seasons, I ain't like Ashley. Really, to be honest with you, I ain't like Ashley the whole series. I didn't like Ashley the whole series, seasons 1 through 4. I really didn't. She was not the cute little Ashley that from the OG Fresh Prince. This Ashley was totally different. It was a lot of things I didn't like about her character. But I'm glad she seemed to pull it together and get her shit together. Because she definitely worked my nerves too. OG Will talking to young Will was priceless. I agree with you on that, Demarcus. Yeah, this was beautiful. I really loved it. Shout out to Will Smith. I don't care what nobody say. I never was and never will be on the bandwagon of the people who were hating on Will Smith over the slap, all of that stuff. I mean, listen, people make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we do it and then realize, oh my gosh, shit, I shouldn't have did that. Oops, I'm so sorry. Look, I know I'm famous for making mistakes, and we all of us in this chat are. So, you know, this was his mistake was just done on national television. But however, I never was on the bandwagon of counseling or nothing. I'm not counseling Will Smith, you know. So people can be mad, people can be pissed off. They'll get over it, and the people worked, and people did get over it because when Bad Boy came out, Bad Boy 4, with Martin Lawrence, I went to the movie theater and saw that movie theater was packed from the front down to the back. Okay, and it made over $1 billion something dollars in one damn weekend. So it's people move on. People move on. I wish we could have gotten the OG Jazz talking to New Age. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, me too. That would have been a good one. Yeah, Ashley got on my search and nerve. Yeah, she definitely worked my damn nerve. Will talking to his future self was dope. Yes, Lawrence. Um, Demarcus. Uh, you said that would have been overkill. I mean, it would have been cute, but yeah, but it is what it is. I finally binge. I'm finally finished binge watching this show now. Yeah. Yeah. Tamika said to me, she said I hadn't even watched it. I was waiting until they finished the whole thing. All right, Tamika. So when you going live to talk about it, I can be in your comments. Let me know or send me a text message when y'all gonna go live talk about it, so I can support y'all in the comments. Dang, I just realized we didn't see OG Jazz. Good point. Yeah. It would have been fine to see him. I ain't would have mad. Okay, so Carlton was like, come on, Will, you ready to go? So he had I think he was asking was he nervous or whatever, but I can't remember how they said it. Y'all know I don't be writing no notes. I just be going on top of my head. But basically the bottom line, Will said he's now he's ready, you know. Now he's ready to go. He's ready to start. He said, look, what Will Smith told him, we're gonna make some mistakes. I think Will, when he was talking to this young Will, he was talking to himself. Like, we're gonna make some mistakes, but you keep going and live and see another day until you get it right. We all human beings, we're gonna make mistakes. I know I ain't saying it the way Will Smith said it, but we're gonna make some, mistakes. So anyway, he was ready to go on. So that's the end of it. And I definitely want to say a special thank you to the iconic original cast of Fonzo Ribeiro, who played Carlton, Janet Hubert, who played Darskin and Viv, Karen Parsons, who played Hillary, Tatiana Ali, who played Ashley, Joseph Marcel, who played Jeffrey. Daphne Maxwell Reed, who played light skinned Aunt Viv, and DJ Jazzy Jeff, who played Jazz, and in loving memory of James L. Avery. James L. Avery, Uncle Phil, who played Uncle Phil. So rest in peace to him. I cried like a baby when he passed. I was sad. I was very sad when he passed away. It was shocking. Because we didn't hear a whole lot about him and his personal business and stuff. I didn't know he had been sick or whatever. And when he died, oh, I was so heartbroken. I cried because I felt like he was our uncle too. And I love Uncle Phil. Still love Uncle Phil. Yes, Jazz was supporting cast. That would have been ridiculous. Okay, Candy. Candy shooting that shit down. Okay. Will Smith is a Libra too. Libra squad. I know that's right. Um let's see. Candy said that would have been ridiculous. Yes, a round of applause. Where's my round of applause thing at? I got one in here somewhere. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Round of applause. Round of applause to the OG cast of Fresh Prince. Yes. And shout out to Bel-Air. I think they did a really good job. I think, look, most of these shows, when they try to do spin-offs and reboots and all this kind of shit, it don't work. A lot of times these shows don't work when they try to do reboots and spin-offs and remakes and retakes and all that. And I wish they would stop it, be honest with you. And I was nervous. I remember me and Moochie and Tamika talking about this before Bel-Air even came on. And I was like, y'all, they better not F this up. But I think overall, even though I could nitpick things that I didn't like. I agree with Candy. We could have got 2 extra episodes. I felt like, and I agree with Kendall, we could have fleshed out these storylines a little bit better. The last 2 seasons, I felt like it was very rushed, but I blame the network, not anybody. The writers or anybody. They did the best. They had to. I'm sure it was a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor they had to chop down because Peacock probably told them they got to hurry up and cancel the damn show. So I Yeah, he be trolling. DeMarcus be trolling. So overall though, I like the fresh. I mean, not the freshman. I love Bel-Air. Overall, I like Bel-Air. Will I probably go back and watch it? I don't know. Maybe. It would have to be a while, like a year or so from now. Maybe if I want to go back and rewatch, but yeah. I'll go back and watch Fresh Prince and shit. And I can go put on Fresh Prince right now and watch all them episodes. I love the Fresh Prince. One of my favorites. Um. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, um, when Will cry on when Will cry on film should in the original. Um. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. To me, I loved Uncle Phil. I loved Uncle Phil. So that's the issue. Lawrence said Hollywood is bored. Only make reboots, imaginations. Um, not too many original ideas these days. Right now, okay. Before we got here, y'all know they doing a reboot. Or what they call it's not reboot, reimagine, whatever they call that of the it's gonna be on Netflix. Come on, y'all help me. Different World. They doing some type of spin-off reboot, something how like Bel-Air did, but they doing it with Different World. So they're gonna have Dwayne and Whitley's child. I think it's gonna be a girl, and then I think the story is gonna be surrounded around that. And they might throw in a couple of the old characters from the past. But they bring in a bunch of new people. That Debbie Allen is behind that. So we shall see. I know Debbie Allen don't do no BS, and so hopefully it's gonna be that'll be on Netflix whenever that comes out. So hopefully it'll be, I'll be here to watch it. If it's done right, we'll watch it, and I will be up here to recap it. Yeah, I do too. Now, do too, Demarcus. If you're gonna have the reboot, switch it up a little bit. It don't have to be exactly from the TV show. Switch it up a little bit. But if they do it right, the different world one, I don't know. Are they calling it different world? What is it gonna be called? Um, but if they do it right, it will be good. We know Debbie Allen's behind it, so and we shall see. We shall see what's gonna happen. But that's all I got for now, y'all. I ain't got no more. I need to go and eat my salad and with my grilled chicken on my salad, trying to be a little healthy, even though I'm sitting here eating potato chips and drinking a Coca-Cola. So I ain't that healthy. But anyway, I'm gonna sit and chill out, and I'm gonna see what else I got going on. I don't know. I may be going live over the weekend with Moochie, but that's not confirmed yet. I will, I'll post something, on my page if we do go live, and then Sunday, Welcome to Dairy is the last episode. So myself, Toya, and Allie, all I see, we're going to be going live right after the episode. So we'll watch the episode, and then right after, we're going to go live, and we're going to just talk about it fresh right there. So thank you so much, Candy, for coming through. Are y'all doing the Bel-Air recap? So if y'all do, I want to know so I can be in the comments. Because sometimes I don't always get the notifications. Thanks, Kendall, for coming through. Y'all complaining however I bet y'all watch. I'm not complaining about nothing. I said I would watch the different world thing. If look, we gotta watch it to see if we like it. So I gotta give it a couple episodes. I gotta watch a couple episodes to see if we like it. Now, yeah, but if it's, I don't think it's gonna be trash. I really do not think it's gonna be no trash. So I'm not Detroit. Now Detroit did not like Bel-Air. He said it was trash, but I don't feel like that. And I don't think the different world one's gonna be trash. I just hope it's done right. That's all. Um Oh, y'all doing Sunday afternoon? Okay, I'll be in y'all comments hear y'all perspective, on different things. And who else came to Candy? Tamika, Lawrence. Y'all check out the Lawrence report. Check him out on his page. He dropped his recap on Bel-Air as well. Let me see. Eric H was here. Said Tamika. Andre stopped in. All I see. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but y'all know I love y'all. Okay. So anyway, oh, Inga, have you had any eggnog or coquita? I know Tamika might have had the coquita, but I've had eggnog. I may have some later tonight. I got some rum and I got my eggnog, so I might have. Yeah, I got to have it spiked. I can't have no plain eggnog without nothing in it. I might as well just be drinking milk, So, um, yeah, I definitely, yes, I have my eggnog. I will be putting my little rum in there. I might have a little sip on it late tonight. I can't drink a lot of eggnog. It'll mess my stomach up, but I'll take little small sips of it. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all on the YouTube streets over the weekend. Later, y'all.